I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Now I'm telling jokes? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then telling people when you go back home and they've never seen you, they've never heard of you, they think you're gay. They're just like, you won't like, they're like, you keep flying home, you don't have any money, and you're not bringing a girl home.
You
have these jokes.
Something.
Yeah, you're hiding from something. You know? Yeah. Just come out. I remember my stepdad is yelling at me in the yard one time.
Told you to come out?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not fucking gay, bro. I was like, I'm just not flying some girl home that I just met. You know, just to prove to you guys.
He could catch you. He thought he could catch you in a lie. The worst has got to be if someone says you're gay and you are, but you don't want to admit it.
That'd be
like,
scary.
Shit.
Yeah, you change your clothes, the next day you come dressed like in a mafia outfit or something, like something to totally take them hot off the trail, you know? I remember I got on a school bus one day, and the man didn't even take us to school. He just drove us around, and
fuck off.
Swear to God, and then just drove us back home eventually.
What's wrong with him?
He didn't say anything either.
Probably drunk.
And when at a certain point, you don't ask.
Do you have a memory where you just bombed? You know, when you're bombing, you got to dig yourself out. Have you ever one where you don't get out?
Yeah. I got two of my crazy memories. One time, some dude laughed so hard at the show, he came out of the closet to his buddies just right in front of him. Swear to God, he's just like, I'm gay! It like fucking literally like jarred something in his stem, you know? And his buddies are like, what the fuck, dude? It's right up by the front.
You made him laugh so hard, he just admitted he's gay.
One of his buddies spilled not milk, beer.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gay!
Yeah. And his buddies are like, what the fuck, dude? And it was awkward because it seemed kind of real.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've had people say a lot of stuff, you're like, that guy's retarded. But this guy seemed like he might have been honestly homosexual. And then the other time that I really bombed was, because I'm not trying to fucking, you know, bringing anybody to the other side of the sexual ledger, you know? The meat,
oh, you ate them, you saying?
Yeah, but the...
You guys ate owls?
Yeah.
I don't think that's legal. You probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Well, I didn't have a lot. I'll tell you this, if you want to feed a family of 4, you can't just have one owl. I will say that, though.
Well, if you look at what it looks like without the feathers, it looks like a fucking demon.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a real bait and switch, I feel like. It's one of God's hidden agendas.
Well, I was talking to someone about peacocks about this, and I started talking about it on stage.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a duck, bro.
But it says peacock.
That is something else. That is meningitis,
doesn't seem
I
right,
think.
though. Go back up to the peacock picture. They have a guy just dropped that rabbit and said, fuck it. And I stopped the car to check it out. I was like, whoa.
That's flirting, really, it sounds like.
Flirting?
Oh, if a bird drops a rabbit at your feet?
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, it's ready to fuck.
Probably. Yeah, like you didn't love the French?
I love the Canadians.
French Canadians.
Yeah, I'll take them.
You love Canadians, period.
I love Canadians, period.
But do you love French Canadians?
Yes, because they are Canadian. But French, bro.
Not into French?
And nobody is.
They make great wine.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. People go to Paris every year.
Yeah, but they leave. It's not the kind of place people are milling around, man.
Joe's like that with putting out 2 podcasts, 3 podcasts a week.
He does that many a week. Wow.
Joe's got this game locked down.
How's he to talk to? He just started kind of like, well, give me a little bit more FaceTime, you know?
He's great. He's great.
You see, he doesn't believe in Jesus Christ, does he?
I don't think so.
Yeah. But that's fine. You know?
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Yeah, he might not believe in Jesus Christ, but...
I mean, I think he believes.
And I'm drinking out of his mug right here. Look,
I think he believes in a higher power. I mean, he's done DMT, so he's spoken to the aliens.
So then I just got into stand up, and I always like making people laugh. Like I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple of kids that were well, you know. And we get there and sit them to make them drink milk, and then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, you know. And if you get some straight up, just a couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude. That's America right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, I got some kind of a gift here. You know? I almost blew the throat out of this one boy. Almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot, T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name, too, to be mentally challenged. But also easy for him to spell. And, I'm not joking, that's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot. So that's true, man.
Was this guy's his name was Todd?
Why are you so laughing at him?
It's just a funny sounding name. That's all. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you're right.
Yeah,
it was
so
pretty funny, I
this
guess.
guy-
Tot.
Yeah, well,
You know,
let's
Tot.
talk about Tot.
Sometimes
Like,
he would just say T-O-T was his name, but I knew
yeah.
it was Tot.
yeah,
He would try to spell it out, and you know, like he was tricking me.
yeah. So, did you do like the open mic circuit in L.A.?
Yeah, started doing open mics here.
like at Marty's or where? Like at the
They had a
Comic
place.
Meltdown and stuff.
No, they had a place over on the west side of town. I lived.
Yeah.
I was sleeping under. A buddy of mine had a bed, and I was sleeping under his bed for $150 a month.
Oh wow.
And sometimes even in his bed. Sometimes when he would be out of town or when he would leave for work, I'd climb up into his bed, dude. And I've never been heavily homosexual, but I will say this: that there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, you know, and climbing up into his bed. A man you don't even really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature, you know.
It's funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
You go over to somebody's house, dude, who you don't know that much, and when they leave the room and get out of their bed, you get into their bed. That shit'll make
You
a
never told him that though.
that
did
shit'll
you?
make a man out of
Yeah.
you fast, dude, or it won't. But you find out who's who pretty quick when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And weird place, and it's one thing that's unique to me is my childhood and my perspective of it. You know.
Yeah, it will. You grew up in.
I grew up in Covington, Louisiana, and our town's famous. Lee Harvey Oswald went to our middle school. Pistol Pete Maravich lived and died in our town.
Really?
Two good shooters. That's the joke that I use off of that. But like Tulane University had their primate testing facility in our town. That's where most people worked at, right? So, and in 1994, like 70 infected monkeys got out in our town, and they literally, the police came to YMCA summer camp and let the oldest kids leave to help them look for these monkeys, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I remember like guys, they had guys with like rebel flags in their truck. I'm like, it's not a racial thing, guys. These are fucking 70. These are chimpanzees and macaws that are loose around town. You know, this isn't a gang that's moved in. You know, but I remember me and a couple of other kids. I still remember having a wet bathing suit on, cornering a fucking chimpanzee outside of a Kenny Rogers Roasters with a police officer and 3 other kids, like rah rah rah, you know, by this drive-through, and this fucking fat elf of a woman honking at us like we're ruining her, you know, dream shake she's buying or whatever, and her fucking cornbread while we're trying to fucking save our town from a fucking. Who knows what this monkey had?
From a
maybe
fucking
yellow
Planet
fever.
of the Apes apocalypse.
Yeah, maybe something Walter Reed missed. Could have been yellow fever.
What? Wait.
I really feel like I grew up in the stray animal belt of Louisiana, and they don't really have this anymore because everybody has pets now. But they had a long time where there was just, I felt like thousands of strays running around. Like Joey Diaz, he got bit by animals. I got jumped by a bunch of cats on my birthday once, dude. I'm not even joking, dude. And one of them, I swear to God, some of them got me on the ground, and one of them came off a fucking rooftop from next door. I swear to God, I still remember a couple of them were getting me and looking back and seeing one come from something in the air. And they had tons of stray animals where I was from. You had to infuse that in everything you did, wherever you went, or if you were going to bike or play ball.
I got jumped by a bunch of stray
Cats.
cats.
And that'll make you feel like a little bitch, too. I mean, first of all, your dad's dying, and now there's cats jumping you. It's just really... But anyway, so I was like, we used to pull these bodies off of the interstate and bury them off the highway, right?
Holy shit.
Because dogs were getting hit there. I mean, literally, they were fucking piling up. You know? And I remember one time we found a bunch of nudie mags in the ground. Somebody had hid a bunch of, you know, pornography in the dirt. And I remember we got down, and somebody then we realized I'd never seen any sex before, right? So somebody cut out all the pictures of the actual insertion points in these magazines. There was probably 11 pornography magazines, Club, some of the older ones, Club, finer ones I thought actually.
Yeah.
Penthouse. But where the exact penis and vagina insertion point happened, and in every picture somebody cut that out. And taking it with them, I guess. And I don't know if they did it because they didn't want people to see that, or they wanted to have it all, you know? But I remember this weird shit like that, and that's when I started to realize this shit didn't happen to everybody. Like, for some reason, God put all this weird shit in front of me, and so those are the things that I need to focus on. And that's when I started thinking that I became a little bit more confident, because I know what I'm talking about, I think.
What do you mean?
Like, I know what like I'm explaining a place that I know, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to be like,
Oh, when you started talking about where you grew up
Yeah,
on
and just
stage,
these
you got
weird
more
things.
confidence. You knew what you were talking about.
yeah, I knew what I was talking about. So that just helped with my confidence. So now I can tell some older jokes and bits, and there's more confidence there. But now I'm also being able to just tell new stories and still keep that same perspective that I had with these other bits.
Was there racism in Covington?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of racism. Dude, I remember one time, so I was friends with this kid named Devin Deku because I actually really joined Black Humanity for a while when I was young. You know, I really...
What's it with Black Humanity?
Well, just like I used to ride my bike to school, right? Because I lived in this poor neighborhood and I didn't want to get on the bus and kids see where I was from. I didn't want to get off the poor bus at school. So I would ride my bike to school, and it was about 5 miles, right? And this was like in middle school, you know? So like, but I'd go through the black neighborhood, you know? Like, because our neighborhood was white and black, and white at one end, black at the other end. So I'd go through there, and a lot of the blacks would get on my bike, you know? And they honestly used to call me the nigger bus, is what they would call me. And they would be like, the nigger bus is here. And they would all get, like 3 or 4 of them would get on my bike and be on my shoulders and sitting on the front. Tall blacks, too. Like this one kid named Jonathan Smith. This kid had to be, I swear to God, he was 9 feet tall, man. And he fucking made me ride him. I literally remember the back tire he was so fucking heavy, the back tire on my bike would come off, which made me wonder, how's this bike even having any traction on the road? But then they'd have somebody on the pegs on the back and like piled up.
I'm like a Kembe Mutombo sitting on your handlebars
totally.
and your fucking bike being up.
And I didn't call myself the nigger bus. That's what they called me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
First concert I ever went to. This pedophile took us, right? I'm not even joking, dude. Rest in peace. He's dead. This dude, Richard Langenstein, bro.
Oh.
His family owned a fucking deli, dude, over in New Orleans, famous
How did
meats.
he bring you to a concert?
Yeah, bro.
He's gonna tell you.
Me and my little girlfriend at the time, Jessica, we met him at church, right? Because he was, I guess he was daylighting as a decent person, right? So we met him at church, okay? So I was like, hey, you know, that's... and they called him Big Richard, bro, because he was big and he had all the fucking... You know, his skin was scabbing up. He had different colors on his arms. And we're like, let's... It was, you know, the fucking Lord's leopard print was fucking coming out of him, right?
Oh my God.
So we went over to his house. We're like, let's go to his house and take him some cookies on Sunday and watch the Saints game with him, right?
Not for nothing. We shouldn't have ate that second step.
We shouldn't.
Nah, I'm
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
up to the
Oh, I'm
gills,
crying.
bro. Oh my God.
I'm crying and I have no worries.
I'm sorry. Keep going. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, look, I'm amazed you.
I just want to let you know I'm fucked up to the gills. all right?
Hey, I'm
And
amazed
there's
you
a lot
talk
of nights.
that much. So we fucking dumb, dude. I'm so gullible, bro. I could have been molested a million times. Like, I'm gonna tell this. Molesters, if you're out there, bro, do you have so many fans? I'm sure you got about 30 fucking child molester fans. Statistically, bro. Statistically, dude. Cue me in here. Statistically, bro. You probably got 30 fans of the child molesters. You missed your chance. I'm going to say that. You missed your fucking chance with this kid Dynamite, dude. Because I was gullible, bro. And I was a good kid. And I was strong, bro. Handsome, long hair. Bro, I used to do this bit about Dennys and how much I hated Dennys, right?
It's on your special.
It's on my special, right? So anyway, I was like, I wish somebody would shoot up a fucking Dennys, right? That's what I would say. Dude, some kid puts in the comments, he goes, man, he puts a link to a YouTube clip. He goes, man, my dad actually got shot up at a fucking Dennys. He goes, somebody walked in with a gun and shot everybody in the place.
1 star.
He goes, but I still love this bit that you do. And that was beautiful, bro. Here I am joking about it. He said it really happened. He lost his father right next to a fucking grill, bro. Right next to a griddle. You know what? You got, you know, 2 brothers back there fucking sword fighting with spatulas. Probably hopped up on fucking methamphetamines, you know? Not knowing they're going to lose their job to the fucking Mexican guy sitting at the bar, you know? Unbelievable, man. But that's God, dude. That kid came and he was just positive, man. They had a man, speaking of alcohol and headbutting, they had a black man that that one time we go get like Taka vodka used to be the kind of vodka that we would drink. It was just like this off brand in our region.
Like Todd's almost?
Yeah, probably like something like that. Just like whatever, every place had their own little local brand or whatever. And this was called Taka. And so you go get a fifth of Taka or whatever. So one time I pull up by the gas station and they had this man, and I was thinking, oh, this guy will buy some vodka. He looks like he drinks some vodka. And it was daytime, it was probably maybe 11 a.m. So I pick it, I say, hey man, will you get us some liquor? He said, yeah. I said, all right, here's the money. You got to go in and get the liquor, come back out and get in the car. It was the kind of dude you had to give exact directions to.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to deviate from the plan. Probably
100%.
buy like some fucking Slim Jims and a pack of
Scratch-offs,
cigarettes. Yeah, scratch
shoes,
offs. Fucking the dice. Yeah.
This dude come out with shoes. So anyway, he gets back in the car. He's got the liquor. And that's when this dude told me, he's like, I'm the headbutting champion of the world, right? Last thing you want to hear from, I'm talking this guy, the only man I've ever seen, yeah.
He had that thick head.
Oh. This guy's head was probably made by that shoemaker, right? He had that kind of head. He had a
Bigger or
shoemaker.
smaller than Chin's head? Chin's head has a dome on him.
It was like Chin's head with another Chin's head on top of
but
it.
all
yeah.
forehead?
Oh, yeah, but all forehead, dude.
God
yeah,
damn.
it was that jaundiced snowman. It was like stacking up a couple of Chin's heads, right? This guy had just, like, you could see his neck, you could hear his neck. If you put your ear up to his neck, you could, his neck would be like, man, I'm tired. You know?
I'm exhausted.
I'm tired.
And he was headbutting people?
No, he goes, I'm driving us off. He has the vodka. And I want the vodka from him, right?
You're trying to get fucked up.
And he goes, I'm the headbutting champion of the world, right? And this dude's homeless, okay? So.
Did you say, I didn't know there was competition for that, sir?
And this is before they had it. This is way before. This is 20 years before Kimbo Slice, right?
Yeah.
And this man looked exactly like Kimbo Slice, right?
But white?
With a 2-story head.
Oh, he's black.
But white or black?
But black.
All right.
100% black. And so next thing you know, he goes, I'm the headbutting champion of the world. And you start to see him kind of just looking at me as I just feel like suddenly.
He was sizing up your dome.
Yeah, suddenly I'm looking forward driving and he's looking directly at me, right?
You can feel it.
There is no us. We're not going anywhere anymore. He is just in the car with me. And so I pull, and he goes, do you think you could beat me? And I knew, but when he said, do you think anything at that point, I'm already thinking of the cops. I'm thinking of my funeral. I'm thinking of dude in the back. Get in there. I'm thinking about,
I'm the fuck out.
But you can't just get out of a car when you're driving it. And that's one of the issues with cars, is that you have some responsibility to stay in there and at least pull it over.
Especially if it's yours.
Yeah. So I pull over because I'm not going to get knocked unconscious while I'm moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So this dude, he goes, you want to know? And I know he couldn't even hear me anymore. I'm saying no.
He's seeing red.
Oh, yeah.
For him, it's game time.
Yeah, it's game time, dude. Yeah. I'm saying no in different ways. I'm saying no in different languages. And you can tell it's not registering in his head. And he just lines me up, right? And just hit me as hard as he could with his fucking head, bro. Yeah, knocked me completely unconscious. Only been knocked out twice in my life. Once was actually about 3 weeks ago when I fell onto the sofa when I was wrestling with some children. The other time was when this dude, the self-proclaimed headbutting champion of the world, fucking put that one-hit sleeper on me, bro. Here's the crazy part. He didn't even touch me with his hands.
Did he leave the vodka at least?
He didn't even
dipped out.
Huh? Everything was gone, dude. Everything was gone.
He's homeless, though.
Yeah.
That's the champ, though. That's the champ.
Yeah.
How many people can say he got knocked out by the champ? It's a kind of an honor, man.
Yeah. And my first thought was, that dude is the champ. And my first thought.
That's the champ right there.
No doubt that man's the champ
right there.
Dude, the tough part, though, I got real lean calves, because a lot of my family, my great-grandfather didn't even have legs, so you got to expect that, I'm going to have lean calves. We're just still sprouting them out,
You're still working on the family lineage of
Dude,
having
it'll be
legs.
another 3 generations before we got some fucking, beefy low pieces in our genes.
How far?
He was just kind of like a regular guy, maybe about 6'1", but getting shorter by the hour almost because of old age.
Oh, really?
Yeah, old age takes a lot of density out of your bones. That's why if you're really old, I feel like you should almost, I don't want to say like bathe in milk, but you want to get the suppositories or something. You want to
Yeah.
just hide calcium in your ass or whatever you got to do to bone up, to get marrow heavy. I'm serious.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You look older than that, actually, dude, a little bit. No offense. Yeah.
Because of the beanie?
Maybe that's it.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, you seem like a nice guy, though. They didn't have makeovers where I'm from, dude. I remember my mom actually won a perm one time on the radio when I was young. Yeah. and some other bitch from across town said it was hers.
Fucking
Like, bitch, they know who won.
I know, you know what's up, dog. Fucking
They know who
whores,
won the
man.
perms.
I don't trust people from Louisiana.
Well, I mean, it's a hit or miss state. You know, it has a lot of.
You got that dark magic. Mullets are not frowned upon. Not frowned upon at all. It's actually the go-to.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's just a goatee for the back of your neck, son. I was just there, man. I was just there in Louisiana this weekend.
Doing shows?
Yeah, no, crawfish boil, hanging out with family. What happened, man?
The shows down there go. I'm assuming since you're a hometown boy, the shows down there are pretty crunk.
Well, no, it's not that good, man. It's like, you know,
is New Orleans a good spot for comedy?
No. And I filmed my comedy special down there, and it was
You fucked up.
I
son.
fucked up.
Why'd you do it down there?
I just thought, like, I was excited. You know, my family will get to see it, and everybody will get to come. It'll be easy for my family to come, my friends to come.
Was this the
from home.
Netflix one?
Yeah. And they just didn't. I mean, the production company was not good, but it was, it just, the audience didn't know they didn't know what was going on. One lady was all dressed out in LSU shit, you know, and she's yelling defense half of the show.
What the fuck?
They had to throw her out.
Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
I feel like the hometown's not the way to go to shoot a special.
It wasn't, man.
Is the show about him and his life back home? All those characters you do in your stand-up? That's the show.
Like that boy Gert.
Yeah. You going home, right? And you reuniting with all your fucked up friends and just dealing with just all those stories are just heaven, dude.
Dude, we had this kid in my neighborhood named Robert, and he was like, he thought he was twins that never got separated, right? And so, yeah, when he would talk, he would say something, and then under his breath, he would say it again.
You're like that?
Oh, it never ended.
Yeah.
Ended. And it fucking
really?
scared the fuck out of everybody, bro. And he could not stop doing it.
He kept
doing it.
like an echo.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you'd ask him why he did it, and he said there was twins inside of him, and one of them never got out.
That's so funny.